Jay Rhodes for the Thomas-Picayune and NOLA.com here with Dutchtown. We'll say defensive back Alonzo Craighton, Minnesota commitment, and you committed in October to go to Minnesota, and I think a lot of folks were waiting to see how you're going to feel about dealing with all that cold. You went up there and visited in September, and you're still feeling pretty good about your commitment now with signing day in years.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy about it. The cold, something you got to deal with. My mom always says that you got to grind things out or you're not going to get anything done. So it doesn't matter where I'm at, I just got to play football.
What did you like about Minnesota so much? Because obviously, I mean, you had some options floating around out there, and Minnesota is obviously a place you feel pretty passionately about.
When I went on the visit, the crowd was like the SEC. It was just like home. Big Ten football is on the uprise, so always fun to get to play against a national champion. So,
had Minnesota been a place that you'd paid much attention to before the recruiting process? Had you kind of seen, who Marion Barber from the Cowboys a few years ago went there, and folks kind of saw him run? Do you have any previous history of paying attention to Minnesota football, or was it all just kind of you liked what you saw during recruiting, and that's the beginning of that relationship?
I seen them once when Eric Decker got sniped by the Cal player.
Yeah.
Broke all his jaw. That's about all I seen him.
What have you heard from those guys since committing? Because it's been a few months now, and obviously, the coaches need to keep in touch with you all even after the commitment. What have been the conversations like? How much has that relationship grown even from the point where you committed?
Me and Coach Swavell and Coach Kill, we have a great relationship. They were at my house yesterday, and he was just talking about how he can't wait to get a Louisiana player. He only had one in the last couple of years, so he doesn't get to really coach a lot of down south kids unless they're from Texas or Florida. And the Louisiana, Mississippi area is not really heavily recruited by Minnesota, so it was nice for him to get a Louisiana DB, and we're looking to get more from down there. A couple wide receivers we're hoping come commit.
What did they seem to like so much about you, or what do you feel like you kind of bring to them, strong suits and things like that?
I could cover and my length.
And we were talking about you're going to be going to probably play a lot of cornerback for those guys, which is something you haven't done here in a couple of years. How did that come up? How do you feel about that?
When Coach Swavell came first, saw me practice, he was like, I just wish this guy, I wish I could knew this guy could run. And then he saw my combine when I ran a 4.6 flat, and he was like, okay, we're gonna get him. And ever since then, he's been talking to me about playing cornerback, and just something you got to deal with. I haven't played corner since sophomore year, but something new. Always get something new, something fun.
What's going to be the biggest adjustment? What are going to be the things that you've maybe already, as the offseason began, been kind of working on, or you expect to have to work on a lot this summer just to prepare for that switch?
Nothing major, just learning the new position. You can play anywhere if you're a DB. That's why you call it DB. It's just not safety and cornerback, you're a DB, so you got to learn how to play everywhere. So it's going to be fun learning how to play corner and the new coverages.
I've seen Minnesota's name pop up a little bit here and there. Who are some of those other guys that are being targeted, and are you kind of talking to them and trying to get some more Louisiana guys up there?
We got Hunter Register from home, I believe, and they got Brandon Singleton, who we both offered in the past month, and we're hoping they decide to be a Gopher.
You working on them a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need somebody I can come down home with.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on just now being this near National Signing Day and what this all means?
Just can't wait to sign.
There you go. Alonzo Craighton at Dutchtown High School. Jay Rhodes for Thomas-Picayune and NOLA.com.